Hey everyone, Natalie here, and today I want to talk about journaling. So, journaling is a tool that I've used pretty much my entire life. It's just something that I was intuitively drawn to at a young age, and I've used it a lot for helping to heal my emotions, for helping to create awareness of my thoughts, particularly in those tough situations. And also, I've used it as a tool to help improve my communication over the years, and particularly with relationships and loved ones. And so I just want to share with you my process, and hopefully it can help you create some self-awareness and move into a better place as well. So typically what I do, I use it in those times when I'm really stressed out. When I'm just overwhelmed, maybe you got into a fight with someone, or there are things that you feel like you need to get off your chest and you just don't know what they are. Journaling I use as a tool for when I'm just feeling overwhelmed. I need to get things out of my head because the thoughts are just running, or I'm feeling overwhelmed with emotions and I don't even know where to begin to break down why I'm emotional. So I just turn to journaling. I'll sit and write. You can write by hand, you can type on the computer, whatever works best for you, but just get those thoughts out of your head and out onto paper. Don't think about whether the words make sense. It doesn't matter. If your thoughts are jumping all over the place, then write them as they come and be really specific. Whatever's happening, just let it out. It doesn't matter. No one's going to read it except for you. You're going to go back and reread it later. Don't worry about the words. Don't worry about whether it's right or wrong. Don't analyze it. Just get it out of your head and get it on paper. Once you do that, that's when I typically just let it go. Sleep on it. Give yourself at least 24 hours, maybe even more, before you go back and then reread it. Reread it with a fresh pair of eyes. As you look back on what you read, just take note of, gosh, these are the thoughts that are coming out of my mind. This is the jumbled order in which it is. Your thoughts create your emotions. Your emotions turn into your actions and reactions, and then that defines your character. So really, the thoughts that are happening in your head can give you a lot of insight into who you are, how you react to things, and you can do a lot of self-analysis. So this is something that I've used for a long time, and again, I think it can really help for those tough situations. So some things to look at when you're going back and rereading your journal. If it's about a situation, maybe a tough situation, say you got in a fight with someone and you're just venting, you're purging. Maybe you notice that there's a lot of negative information. Ask yourself, is this how I really feel? Is this what I really mean? You may read back and think, wow, that was really harsh. I don't really feel that way about that person. And you can write this as a letter too. Sometimes that works really nice, as if you're writing a letter to the person. You don't have to send it. It's not about that. It's about getting it out and then seeing, analyzing your own emotions and getting a little perspective. So, are you taking things personally? Are you making assumptions about what that situation meant to you? Did you get into an argument or a fight, and when you go back and look on the situation, maybe you didn't ask enough questions. Maybe you assumed someone was thinking or feeling something, and those kind of things. Maybe you need to start asking some more questions, and that's when you can really open up that line of communication. The more you get things out, the more you can better understand where you're coming from, and the more you can communicate your own feelings. You may be in the wrong in the situation, and a lot of times, we are, and we don't realize it unless we take the time to create that self-awareness. And by, you can meditate, you can sit with your thoughts, but sometimes there's just so many thoughts, and to at least get it out and to see what that thought process is and then come back with fresh eyes can really make a difference. At least it has for me. Sometimes I'll go back and I'll actually re-edit. If I typed out something, maybe it was a situation in life that I was dealing with a particular person, I'll go back and re-edit it because I realized, gosh, if I actually said this to that person, they would get really upset. This is just a really negative way of looking at the situation. It's a negative way of communicating. So instead of blowing up at someone, go back and rewrite it in a positive way, communicating more where you're coming from. Maybe figure out the questions that you need to ask that person in order to better understand what's going on with them and create a better line of communication. So those are just a few thoughts, a few things that you can work on. If If the situation has to deal with depression or sadness or letting go of someone, maybe you need to start asking your questions on how you can, let that go. But it can be a wonderful tool. Try it out sometime. See if it helps you. Maybe have some breakthroughs, and let me know. Feel free to comment and share this if you think this video is helpful for you. I'm always happy to hear what other people are thinking and feeling, and hopefully this influences your life in a positive way at some point. So yeah, go enjoy, get some self-awareness, change your thoughts, change your mind, change your emotions, and change your life.